Welcome, Minneapolis Junior Senior High School fans. It is it's September 13th, 2019. We're here at Rupert Field in the Otto County Fairgrounds complex here for Minneapolis High School Lions baseball hosting the Lincoln Leopards, Lincoln/Sylvan Grove Leopards here in Class 3A Regional Quarterfinals baseball. Beautiful sunny day, mid-70s or so. Very little breeze, just enough to move the air. Beautiful, gorgeous day for baseball. First pitch will be here in about 5 minutes. Dale Leach for CityLinkTV.com. Brought to you, and that's the Minneapolis channel. Major sponsor for this event is the Minneapolis Junior Senior High School linebackers, paying for our CASHA obligations, as we wish to thank them. This will be the third game that Minneapolis has played against Lincoln. Minneapolis is the #1 seed in our region, so we're playing the #8 seed. Minneapolis is 16-3 after losing the league title game to Southeast Saline at Southeast last Friday by a score of 6-5. Lincoln comes in with a 2-12 record. Should Minneapolis win today, they will play the winner of the Hoisington/Central Plains versus Ellsworth game in the semifinals. We're going to have some introductions here, it looks like, or the national anthem, I'm not sure which. Both teams are coming out on the sidelines. 3 umpires today.
Good evening, and thank you for coming to tonight's matchup between the Lincoln Leopards and your Minneapolis Lions. We will now introduce the starting lineups. For the Leopards, #1, Ben Werman. #2, Brady Zuzix. #5, Hunter Meyer. #6, Zachary Obermueller. #7, Jackson Heenan. #8, Elijah Urban. #10, Drew Biggs. #12, Alex Hernandez. #14, Cade Uhl. #17, Dalton Cooper. #18, Gabe Finn. #23, Connor O'Hare. #27, Jesse Spear. And #35, Sean Chapman. Superintendent for Lincoln, Kathy Robertson. Principal, Christy Walter. And head coach, Mitch Obermueller.
That is your Lincoln Sylvan Lucas lineup.
And now for your Lions. #1, Caden Griffin. #2, Levi Osherman. #3, Riker Nelson. #5, Crew Martin. #6, Weston Schrader. #8, Daniel Watson. #10, Nolan White. #11, Trenton Meckel. #12, Lucas Vogel. #14, Cooper Thompson. #16, Cade Thomas. #19, Jacob Atkinson. #21, Logan Elliott. #23, Gaten Heald. #24, Spencer Davidson. #30, Colton Bradford. And #31, Colby Rice. Superintendent for the Lions, Chris Veneri. Principal, Terry Meckel. And head coach, Tyler Carnetti. Would you please rise and remove your caps?
All right, that was our starting lineup for both squads. It's time for the national anthem. All right, it's time to play ball. As I mentioned earlier, it's the mid to upper 70s today. A little bit of a breeze, just enough to get the cottonwood tree leaves fluttering, but barely enough to move the flag here today. So a gorgeous day for baseball. As I mentioned, this is the third game that the Lions have played against Lincoln back on April 29th. We hosted two games here. Minneapolis won the first 24-1, the second one 20-3. Starting pitcher for Minneapolis is Cooper Thompson. Cooper is 3-0 on the season, has an ERA of 3.231. Against Lincoln earlier, he pitched a complete game in 3.5 innings before it was called for run rule. Starting pitcher for Lincoln is O'Hare. Besides our sponsors, we have some public service announcements to read due to our Kansas State High School Activities Association contract. There's the first one. The Kansas State High School Activities Association is a nonprofit organization supported by more than 800 member schools. Cash in its member schools promote, develop, and direct interscholastic activities to contribute to a well-rounded and meaningful educational experience. The positive values of competition and good sportsmanship for both participants and spectators are continually encouraged. This is a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activity Association and CityLinkTV.com Minneapolis channel. Colby Rice starting at catcher tonight. The normal catcher, Cooper Thompson, is pitching. Our normal starting pitcher, Spencer Davidson, is at first. We are doing this, I'm sure. Main reason is to conserve the arms for potential semifinal and finals games this coming Wednesday. Also starting today, Crew Martin at second base. Biggs gets a foul on the first pitch. That one is going to roll foul too. Just to the left before it gets to the third baseline, or on third base. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on. Foul tip to the left again. Your 0-2 pitch. High and outside, ball one. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit up into center field. Drops for a hit. Garnered by Crew Martin. So Cooper Thompson surrenders a hit. Biggs is on at first with the single. Meyer up to bat for the Leopards. Pitch and steal attempt. He'll be safe. So a runner in scoring position for Lincoln here. The count is now 2-1. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Outside corner, strike is called. Makes it 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Fouled. Rolls just foul before it gets to third. If it had stayed fair, it would have been an easy single, and Biggs at second would have moved to third. The 1-2 pitch coming for Thompson. High. Inside. Evens the count at 2-2. Your 2-2 pitch to Meyer. Swings, pops it up. Martin was able to stop it, but dropped it, so it's an error. Second base runner stays at second. That's Biggs. Meyer on with the hit with a single. An error on Minneapolis. So 2 pop-ups, pretty much same location for Lincoln. Both get some 2 singles. Overmuller, the batter, hits it right back to Cooper Thompson, and he throws the ball to third for the force out. So a single for Overmuller. So 1 down, 2 runners on for Lincoln. Up is O'Hare, their pitcher. Strike down the center. The 0-1 pitch by Thompson. He hits that right back to Thompson. Again, a force out at third. So Cooper has done yeoman work here in knocking down those balls. Has surrendered 4 hits, but 2 runners out at third on force outs. Up is Spear. So again, 2 runners on for Lincoln with 2 outs. Outside corner, strike is called. 0-2 the count to Spear. Thompson takes the call from Rice. Your 0-2 pitch. Foul down the right field line. Picked up by Davidson. A 0-2 count here to Spear. Fouled again to the right. Okay, your 0-2 pitch again from Thompson. Inside. Ball. So the count's 1-2. Hit the umpire in the shoulder, I believe. Your 1-2 pitch outside. Ball 2. So the 2-2 pitch, way outside again. Steal attempt. Gets him at third. Nice throw by Colby Rice. So 3 runners out at third, 2 of them forced, the third one caught in a steal attempt. And Lincoln strands 1 and scores none in that inning. Minneapolis to bat. Coming up, we should thank the Scott Oshman Agency for being a sponsor of these games. Scott has offices in Minneapolis and Belleville as your American Family Insurance agent. Scott can be reached for all your insurance needs at 785-392-3111. Spring championships signal the end of another school year, but it doesn't call for an end to good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship is just as important after the school year has ended because it means valuable lessons have been learned while watching or participating in interscholastic athletics. This is a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activity Association and CityLinkTV.com Minneapolis channel. Up for Minneapolis will be Cade Thomas, number 16, right fielder. On deck is Nolan White. Cade is batting .340 on the season and on base percentage of .485. Again, pitching for the Leopards is O'Hare. Cade Thomas, a lefty, coming to bat. Score is 0-0.
Cade Thomas.
Outside, ball 1. Again, Minneapolis played Lincoln earlier on April 29th. Won the first game 24-1. The second one 20-3. Both run-ruled games. Ooh. Hit Mr. Thomas. He's on base with a walk. Hit batter. So up is Nolan White. On deck, Cade Griffin. Nolan is
now batting for the Lions, number 10,
the shortstop for Minneapolis.
White.
Inside, ball 1. Nolan has a .447 batting average and an on-base percentage .645 on the season. Steal attempt on the wild pitch. Oh, must have hit him. Another hit batter. Caden Griffin up. On deck, Spencer Davidson, first baseman. Caden is playing center field. Caden has a batting average of .385 and on-base percentage of .453 on the season.
Now batting for the Lions, number 1, Caden Griffin.
Gets by the third baseman. That's going to move Cade Thomas in for a run. So a single for Caden Griffin, and an RBI. So the first hit for the day for the Lions is an RBI single. And scores Thomas.
Davidson.
Runners at first and second. Inside, ball 1. Spencer has a batting average of .460, on base percentage of .620. It gets away. It's going to move the runners to second and third. So 2 runners in scoring position for Minneapolis. Second and third. The 2-0 pitch coming up to Spencer Davidson. Right down the center, strike is called. The 2-1 pitch coming. He gets that in the gap between the short and second. That's going to score 2. So a single for Spencer Davidson. 2 RBIs. Makes the score 3-0 Minneapolis. So White scores and Griffin scores.
Cooper Thompson.
Minneapolis is on the board 3-0. Pop up. Caught by the pitcher. Tries to get a force back at home on Spencer Davidson, but he was alert there and got back in time. So Cooper Thompson goes down at the pop-up. Up to senior Lucas Vogel. Lucas has a batting average of .472 and on-base percentage of .574. First pitch is a strike. The 0-1 pitch to Vogel. He hits that. It's going to fall for... Oh! Caught by the center fielder. Thought it was going to fall for a hit. The center fielder got there just in time and snags that. So Lucas Vogel out in the center field with an out. Up is Daniel Watson, designated hitter.
Daniel Watson.
Daniel has on the batting average of .250, on base percentage .478. First pitch is outside. Oh, called a strike. Caught that corner. The 0-1 pitch high. Makes the count 1-1 to Watson. Davidson steals second. So he's in scoring position at second. 3-0 Minneapolis. 2 outs here in the first. High and inside ball. Makes the count 3-1 to Watson. And they try to throw Spencer out at second, but he was watching that situation and got back. The 3-1 pitch. Gets away from the catcher. That's going to move. That was a walk, so Davidson moves. He gets a steal. Moves to third. Watson is on with the walk. Runners at the corners for Minneapolis, 2 out. Up is Crew Martin. And Watson is going for a steal. So 2 runners in scoring position. Crew Martin has a .000 batting average, on base percentage .167 on the season. Normally on a bench player, getting to start today. At shortstop. Pop up. And dropped by the catcher. Looked like the catcher and the pitcher were having a little confusion as who's going to get that. So Crew Martin gets life again. The count is 1-2. Your 1-2 pitch. High. Ball 2 evens the count at 2-2 to Martin. Two pitch, way outside and high. Full count now, 3-2 to Martin. A hit would score 1 or 2 runs, but way outside, he walks him. Third walk of the game on O'Hare. Bases loaded for Minneapolis. Levi Osherman.
Now batting for the Lions, number 2.
Left fielder up.
Osherman.
Levi has a batting average of .258 and on-base percentage of .455 on the season. Strike 1. Bases loaded. High, ball 1. It's Davidson at third. Martin at first. Foul down the left side. At second base is Daniel Watson. So the count is 1-2 to Osherman here. The 1-2 pitch, high and outside. Evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. High and outside again. Full count now, 3-2 to Osherman. Two outs here, 3-2 count, bases loaded. Call him strike looking, so we strand 3. But we score 3 to make the score 3-0 Minneapolis after 1 inning of play. As we move to the top of the second. Minneapolis leading 3-0. Citizen State Bank and Trust Company is a proud sponsor of MHS Lions live video broadcast. Locations in Delphus, Minneapolis, and Glasgow. Contact Owen Kendall or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs. They feature online banking, deposit accounts, loans, investment and trust services, and the farm and ranch corner. Rachel Schenker, a recent graduate from Oswego High School, says one important aspect of activities is teamwork. A team can have multiple players that excel, but if the team does not set common goals and unite, they will not be successful. It is vital that a team competes together as one. When a team realizes that they are all in it together, that is when they succeed. Teamwork makes the dream work. This is a message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Student Advisory Team. Up to bat for Lincoln is 27, Spear. Outside, ball 1. Spear plays left field for the Leopards. Outside, ball 2. Two and 0 the count to Spear. Just foul down the left field line. Two and 2 is the count. The 2-2 pitch coming. He takes the sign from the catcher. High and outside. Full count, 3-2 to Spear. And just foul down the left side again. Keeps the count at 3-2 to Spear. The 3-2 pitch. Was that a ball? Yeah, okay. So, first walk on Thompson. Put Spear on base with a walk. Zusick up for Lincoln Sylvan Grove. Fouls that back into the fence. So no outs. Lincoln Sylvan Grove has one on here at first. Zusick is your second baseman for the Lincoln Leopards. Pickoff attempt. Got him at first. Sorry I didn't get that on the video. So Spear is out on a base running out. Clears the runners off the base paths for Lincoln. One down. The count is 1-1 to Zusick. Low and outside. Ball 2 makes the count 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Foul tip. Evens the count at 2-2 to Zusik. 2-2 pitch. Foul tip again. Keeps the count at 2-2. Thompson takes a sign. And that's fouled down the left side. Out of the field to play. Some spectators catch the ball and throw it back into the umpires. Inside. Ball 3. So full count to Zusik. Your 3-2 pitch from Thompson. Low, but he's swinging a miss. Ball gets away from Rice. Got him at first. Great recovery by Rice.
Now batting for the Leopards, number 17, Dalton Cooper.
Zusik didn't realize the ball was dropped immediately, so he didn't take off in time. Rice had to be warned, but he got the ball down. It's a 2 out. Up is Cooper for Lincoln, their catcher. Low and outside. 1-1's the count here with 2 out. Nobody on. Low and outside again. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. Got the corner. Strike call. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Cooper. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. First strikeout for the day for Cooper Thompson. So nobody on. No score for Lincoln after 2 innings. The Davison Agency with Lyle Davison, another sponsor of our live broadcast, with offices in Bennington, Delphus, and Minneapolis. Your nationwide insurance agent, also an independent agent, offering a wide range of companies and products for your consideration. Contact Lyle at 785-523-4202. May is high school championship time in Kansas, and what could be more exciting than watching soccer, softball, baseball, or track and field contests? Last year, thousands of spectators turned out for these fast-paced tournaments. Help create the excitement. Attend these Cassius State championships. Baseball and softball championships will be held May 23rd and 24th, and soccer and track and field championships will be held May 24th and 25th. Call the Kansas State High School Activity Association at 785-273-5329 for more information. Cade Thomas up second time through the order for Minneapolis. Cade was walked last time and scored a run. He hits that foul down the right field line. The count is 1-1. Nolan White's on deck for Minneapolis. Cade Griffin in the hole. Cade is your right fielder, a junior. Strike is called. Makes the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Foul down the left side. Count remains 1-2 to Cade. Minneapolis 3, Lincoln 0 here in the bottom of the second. Fouls that down the right side also. So the count is 1-2 to Cade. Nobody on. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit to the first baseman. He grabs it and puts Thomas out at first. Up is Nolan White, second time through the order. He was on with the walk first time around and scored a run also.
Now batting for the Lions, number 10, Nolan White.
Inside there, he about got nailed again. The 1-0 pitch. Outside corner, strike one. Your 1-1 pitch coming up. He pops that back to the pitcher, and he's out at first. So 2 up, 2 down for Minneapolis so far. Caden Griffin, center fielder's up. Caden got a hit last time. Got an RBI and scored a run. His hit was a single. First hit of the day for Minneapolis. Outside, but he hits it. Shortstop or second baseman gathers it up, and Caden's out at first. 1-2-3 down for Minneapolis. Strand nobody, no hits, no runs in the third. As we move to the top of the third with the Minneapolis up 3-0. Another proud sponsor of these lines is the D&M Body Shop, located at the 1206 North 120th Road in Minneapolis, with John Wright, the owner. Contact John at 785-392-2666 for all your auto, body, paint, and interior repair needs. Also auto glass tinting and replacement. Cooper Thompson continues pitching for Minneapolis. He's had 37 pitches through 2 innings. O'Hare, 41 pitches through 3. So first time through the order, Uhl will be the batter for Lincoln, number 14. He is the first baseman. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Fouls that to the right. So the count's 0-2 to Uhl. Missed the corner. Counts 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout.
Batting for the Leopards, number 12, Alex Fernandez.
Hernandez up. He is your right fielder for the Leopards. 0-1 the count here. He hits that. Picked up by Martin at second. Oh, he drops it. So an error for Minneapolis. That's the third team error. And Hernandez with a hit. With that single. Puts a runner on at first for Lincoln with one down. The 0-1 pitch. Low. Trapped by Rice. The 1-0 pitch. Hit. Foul down the right side. Out of play. The 1-1 pitch. Pickoff attempt at first is not in time. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls down the left side. Makes the count 1-2. To Biggs, second time through the order. Biggs had a hit. First time through was a single. Was put out on a base running. Force out of third. The 1-2 pitch. Taps that foul down the right side. The 1-2 pitch from Thompson to Biggs. Coming up. Foul tip. Count continues at 1-2 with 52 pitches by Thompson. Here in the top of the third. High. Gets away from the catcher. That moves Hernandez to second. Your 2-2 pitch coming. He hits that out into right field. Caught by Thompson. And force out. Against Hernandez in second. So that's a double play. Nice catch by Cade Thomas. Gets Hernandez out on a base running out at second, a force out. Through 3 innings, Lincoln has had 6 players put out on base running outs. As we move to the bottom of the third, Minneapolis up 3-0. Okay, up for Minneapolis will be first baseman Spencer Davidson. Spencer had a hit. Last time up, it was a single, a 2 RBI single for Spencer. 2 steals. He was left on third.
Now batting for the Lions, number 24, Spencer Davidson.
Want to know the count here to Davidson. The 1-0 pitch, high and way outside. Ball 2. 54 pitches for Cooper Thompson through 3 innings. High and outside again for O'Hare. Count is 3-0 to Spencer Davidson. Way ahead in this count battle on this bat. Right in there for strike 1. Foul that. It counts now 3-2. So Davidson was up 3-0. Has a full count now, 3-2. Spencer has had 4 doubles on the season, 4 triples, and 2 home runs. Inside, foul tip. Keeps the count at 3-2. "13 hits total. He had 4 one-baggers. Fouls that down the right side. So the count remains 3-2 to Spencer. High and outside walks Davidson. 5th walk on the day for the pitcher O'Hare. Puts Cooper Thompson, the pitcher, up. First time through, Spencer had a fly out. He nails that out into right central. It falls right center. It falls for a hit. Moves Davidson to third, and Thompson saves at first. So the third hit surrendered by the pitcher O'Hare. Runners at first and third for Minneapolis. No outs. The score 3-0.
Now batting for the Lions, number 12, Lucas Vogel.
Lucas Vogel up for Minneapolis. Daniel Watson, designated hitter, on deck. And Cooper Thompson steals second, puts 2 runners in scoring position. Low and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Vogel. Vogel has fly out first time up. The 2-0 pitch coming. Little high, but strike called. 2-1 the count. Your 2-1 pitch, outside. Ball 3. Spencer Davidson thought just slightly about trying to steal home, but wisely decided to stay at third. 3-1 the count. 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. High, ball 4 puts Lucas Vogel on with a walk. 6th walk on O'Hara. Bases loaded for Minneapolis, no outs. And we're going to have consultation at the pitcher's mound. Will we have a replacement for the pitchers? We do. Number 6. 51 pitch count for Thompson. O'Hara, before he left. Number 6, Obermueller coming in relief. Here in the bottom of the third. So O'Hara lasted 2+ innings. The pitch count of 51. Cooper Thompson from Minneapolis is at a pitch count of 54 through 3 innings. O'Hara had a very good second inning. 3 up, 3 down for Minneapolis, but got the bases loaded here in the bottom of the third. Obermueller was the starting pitcher for Lincoln back in Game 1 of the doubleheader earlier. He went for 56 pitches, surrendered 8 hits, got 2 strikeouts, pitched 2 innings. Up to bat for Minneapolis will be designated hitter Daniel Watson. Daniel was on with a walk last time and was stranded on base when the bases were loaded. No outs here. Bases loaded for Minneapolis. Second bases load occurrence in the game. Ball's high. First pitch was a ball. Second one is a ball. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch to Watson. Outside corner, strike 1. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Watson. Evens the count at 2-2. With bases loaded, no outs. Pop up by Watson. Keeps the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch coming from Obermueller. Outside strike. Strikes him out. First strikeout of the game for Lincoln. So 1 down. Bases loaded. Crew Martin up. Second baseman. Crew was on with the walk first time through. a junior, playing second. Pop-up foul, back and out of play. Catcher goes out to consult with Obermueller, the pitcher. (3-0) Minneapolis up here. They scored 3 runs in the first, none in the second. Obermueller's or the Cooper back in the catcher spot now for Lincoln. The 1-1 pitch, swung up, pop-up foul back behind here. Makes it count 1-2. Your 1-2 pitch. Outside. And it's a ball. 2-2 here. So the count evens up for Martin. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Obermueller with 2 strikeouts with bases loaded. Levi Osherman up with bases loaded.
Now batting for the Lions, number 2, Levi Osherman.
And Levi had a strikeout the first time. I neglected to get that marked down. So the bases are loaded for Minneapolis with 2 outs. Pops that up. Third baseman gets underneath it, makes the catch. Minneapolis strands 3 again. Fly out for Osherman. Minneapolis strands 3 for the second time. They had scored 3 the first time in the first inning that they'd stranded 3, but get no runs in this inning. 3-0 Minneapolis as we move to the top of the 4th. We'd like to thank some of our other sponsors that help with this video live streaming. The Klein Oil Company of Delphus with Jim Klein. Autotech here in Minneapolis, Gary Keating and Dave Sweat. And the Crooked Nail Studio in Minneapolis with Alexis Kern. And we don't want to forget the MJSHS linebackers who are paying the broadcast fees to the Kansas State High School Activities Association for these games. Cooper Thompson continues for Minneapolis. Obermueller with pitch count of 13 in relief there in the third inning. Got 2 strikeouts. Up for Lincoln will be Meyer, center fielder. He had a hit the first time around. It was a steal, was put out at third on a force out. Minneapolis up 3-0. Top of the 4th. Cooper Thompson, 54 pitch count. High and outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Meyer. Gets that off of just off of Thompson. He was coming down from his pitch and just recovered to stop it. Throw out at first was late. So Meyer with his second hit of the game, the single. sixth hit given up by Thompson. One man on for Lincoln. Up is Obermuller, the current pitcher for Lincoln. He had a hit, a single, was put out on a base running out, first time through. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled. Makes the count 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, foul tip. Count remains 0-2. So your 0-2 pitch coming from Cooper Thompson. Foul tipped again. Count remains 0-2. .60 pitch count for Cooper Thompson. Lowe gets away from Rice. That's going to move Meyer on a steal to second. So in scoring position for Lincoln. The count is 1-2 to Obermuller. Another wild pitch. Runner stays at second. Evens the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, foul down the left side. Towards the Minneapolis dugout. Keeps the count at 2-2. With one runner in scoring position at second for Lincoln. That's Meyer. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Fourth strikeout of the game for Cooper Thompson.
Now batting for the Leopards, number 23, Connor O'Hare.
Up is O'Hare, the starting pitcher. He had a hit the first time through and was stranded on base. Strike called there. Count is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Thompson. Swung on, fouled off the right side, back towards the Lincoln dugout. Falls for a hit. Thomas picks it up. Back to Davidson, who's covering second. So hit by O'Hare, his second hit of the game. puts runners at first and third for Lincoln. Second single of the day for O'Hare. So one out here in the top of the fourth. Runners at the corners for Lincoln. At bat is Spear, left fielder, who was on with a walk first time through. Swing and a miss. Spear was put out on a base running out. Here, 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt. Strike is called. Makes it 0-2 with one out. The 0-2 pitch from Thompson. Swing and a miss. D-Rack 3. Fifth strikeout of the day for Thompson.
Now batting for the Leopards, number 2, Brady Zuzik.
Two down. Runners at the corners. Up is Zuzik for Lincoln. Zuzik was out. Swung on a miss. Ball one, strike one. Your 1-1 pitch. Pop up. The 1-2 pitch coming from Thompson. Foul. Fair ball. It was not foul. I thought it might, for a minute, it might be a foul tip, but it was not. Colby Rice gathers it up and throws Zuzik out at first. So Lincoln strands 2, scores none in the top of the fourth. The score remains Minneapolis 3, Lincoln 0 here as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. I'd like to thank some of our other sponsors, the Crossland Crop Insurance in Minneapolis, John Pruitt, Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson in Minneapolis, and your hometown hardware in Minneapolis, Pam Barker and Vicki Kaufman. Thank all our fine sponsors for helping with these live video broadcasts of Minneapolis sports. .74 pitch count on Thompson here. At 20 pitches that inning. Obermueller continues for Lincoln in relief. Up for Minneapolis, third time through the orders, Cade Thomas. He's been on with a walk and scored a run and had a ground out.
Now batting for the Lions, number 16, K. Thomas.
Low and inside, ball one. Want to know the count. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Evens the count at 1-1 to Thomas. The 1-1 pitch inside. But Thomas takes the swing. It goes into the right field. Dropped. A homer. Oh, I thought he dropped it. K. Thomas with a home run over the right field fence. Congratulations, K. Thomas. His first hit of the day, an RBI home run. Makes it 4-0 Minneapolis. That was the 8th extra base hit for Thomas of the season. He's had 6 doubles and 1 triple. Add a home run to that. It's 4-0 Minneapolis. Just the 4th hit of the game for Minneapolis. High and outside to Nolan White. 3rd time through the order. Nolan's been on with a walk, has scored a run. Also had a ground out in his previous at-bats. Swing and a miss there. Right through the third baseman's legs. Gets to the left fielder. And Nolan White gets his first hit for the day, a single. And we'll stay at first. So second hit given up by Obermuller in relief. Caden Griffin up. He's had 1 hit, an RBI, has scored a run. His hit was a single. And Nolan White goes for a steal, a second, and gets it. Nolan White with his second steal. Count is 0-1. Griffin fouls that back to the left side. So the count's 0-2 to Caden Griffin. The runner at second, no outs. The pitch. Just gets by a third baseman. That's going to score Nolan White. And be a double for Caden Griffin. So he gets his second RBI, his second hit. Nolan White scores his second run of the day. Makes it 5-0 Minneapolis. Spencer Davidson up, 3rd time through the order. He's had 1 hit, 2 RBIs, and has been on with a walk. Outside ball 1. So no outs, one on. High pop up out into center field. They make the catch. Caden Griffin moves to third. So Spencer Davidson out on a flyout. Brings up pitcher Cooper Thompson. Is that a hit? And a flyout.
14, Cooper Thompson.
Today. One out. The runner at third for Minneapolis. Outside, ball one. So your 1-0 pitch coming. High, ball two. Makes the count 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. High, ball three. So the count moves to 3-0 for Cooper Thompson. Minneapolis' starting pitcher. Got a pitch count of 74 through 4 innings. Outside corner there, strike one. He hits that, gets by the pitcher. Shortstop picks it up. We'll put him out, but Cade Griffin scores, making it 6-0. So an RBI for Cooper Thompson. Caden Griffin scores his second run.
Now batting for the Lions, number 12, Lucas Vogel.
2 down, 6-0 Minneapolis. Lucas Vogel up. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. Ball one. Lucas has been on with a walk and had a fly out so far on his previous at-bats today. The 1-0 pitch, way outside, ball two. Daniel Watson, the designated hitter, is on deck for Minneapolis. Counts 2-0 with 2 outs, nobody on. High, ball three. The pitch, 3-0, outside, ball four. Lucas Vogel's on with a walk. His second walk of the day. No hits. Seventh walk issued by
Now batting for the Lions, number 8,
the
Daniel
pitchers of
Watson.
Lincoln, Sylvan Grove. Daniel Watson, designated hitter, up on deck. Crew Martin. 2 outs. Vogel with the steal to second. Eighth steal of the day for Minneapolis. Oh, 1-1 the count. Low, ball one. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch coming up. High and inside. Ball two. 2-1 coming to Watson. The 2-1 pitch. Foul tip into the back screen. Makes the count even at 2-2. So an even count now, 2-2 to Watson, the designated hitter, with 2 down. He connects with that, goes out into center field. Great. Oh, no, the center fielder missed it. That's going to score Vogel. And Watson's going to third with a stand-up triple. An RBI triple for Watson. As Vogel gets his first run of the day. Makes it 7-0 Minneapolis. We have a new hitter for the day. Gayton healed up. For Crew Martin. That's 2 down here in the top of the 4th. They hit him. So Healed on with a walk. Eighth walk of the day for the Leopards. And we're going to have another pitching change coming up. The new pitcher, that's 39 pitches by Obermueller. One and 2/3 innings. New pitcher is number 10, Biggs. See if Biggs pitched against us the first time we played. He came in relief in game 1 and pitched 59 innings. Gave up 3 walks and 3 hits before he was relieved himself. So Minneapolis in the quarterfinals of the 3A regional today. Playing number 8 seed Lincoln Sylvan Grove Lucas Unified. We will play the winner of on Tuesday, if this continues the way it is now, Hoisington, Central Plains, or Ellsworth. Seven 0 Minneapolis here as we continue to warm ups on the replacement, the substitute pitcher. Biggs. Cooper Thompson, 74 pitches through 3 innings. Levi Osherman up. Levi's had a strikeout and a flyout so far. The runner at first and third. Double steal by Minneapolis scores Watson. Crew Martin was put in as a courtesy runner. So Martin goes to second from first, and Daniel Watson scores on that double steal. Osherman's up in this count, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch, outside, walks him. And that's a steal for Martin. So he advances from second to third. Levi Osherman on with a walk today. Martin with his second steal of this base running activity. Puts runners at first and third. Score 7-0 Minneapolis, 8-0 Minneapolis, excuse me. Cade Thomas had a homer last time up, just over the right field fence. And Osherman steals second. Swing and a miss by Thomas. Thomas has had one hit, which was the home run, and has been on with a walk. Has had us ground out today. 8-0 Minneapolis. Strike is called. Inside corner. Makes the count 1-2 to Thomas. The 1-2 pitch, high. Crew Martin is at third. Levi Osherman at second in scoring position for Minneapolis. The 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout for Biggs. And the inning comes to a close, stranding 2 for Minneapolis, but they score 5, starting off with that home run from Cade Thomas, making it 8-0 Minneapolis Lions. Pitch count of 9 for Biggs, that first inning of relief. And Cooper Thompson is at a pitch count of 74 right now. Continues here in the 5th. Again, Minneapolis should be playing the winner of Hoisington/Central Plains in a 2 p.m. game Wednesday, May 15th at Concordia in the semifinals of this regional tournament. Hoisington is a 4 seed. They had a 12-6 record coming in to today. Ellsworth, an NCAA foe, was 10-8 coming into today. Minneapolis took care of them at Ellsworth in a game that was supposed to have been played here, but due to field conditions was moved to Ellsworth.
Number 17, Dalton Cooper.
Cooper up for Lincoln. He had a strikeout first time through. Hit just comes off of Thompson, the pitcher's glove, and Martin misses it. So Cooper gets a hit, a single. And Minneapolis error. Eight 0 Minneapolis. One runner on. No outs. Foul tip. At bat is Uhl for Lincoln. He had a strikeout first time through. Foul tip there. Count is 0-2. Uhl is the first baseman for Lincoln. The 0-2 pitch. Ooh, just missed him. I thought he might have hit him for a second. Behind the batter it was. So it makes the count 1-2. Pickoff attempt at first is not in time. The 1-2 pitch outside. Rice attempts to throw him out at first. Not quite in time. Great effort. The 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Uhl strikes out for his second time. One down here in the fifth for the Leopards. Up is Hernandez. Completes their second time through the order. He had a hit first time through with a single and was thrown out on bases. High, ball one. On deck for Lincoln is Biggs, who's had a hit and a flyout. Inside, ball two. The 2-0 pitch outside. Ball three. Your 3-0 pitch. Foul down the left side towards the Minneapolis dugout. Makes the count 3-1. .84 pitches now for Thompson here in the fifth inning. Swing and a miss. Strike two, full count, 3-2 to Hernandez. The 3-2 pitch. High and walks him. So Hernandez on the base for a second time today with the walk.
Now batting for the Leopards, number 10, Drew Biggs.
Second walk of the day issued by Thompson. Runners at first and second for Lincoln with one out. Up is Biggs for Lincoln. Ball one. One down here for Lincoln with two runners on. The hit just by third base. Hoshman, third base or left fielder, makes the grab and gets that ball in to Vogel at third. Lincoln has the bases loaded with one out. So Biggs gets his second hit of the game, a single. One down. Bases loaded for Lincoln. Up is Meyer, who's had 2 hits, both singles. Has been base running around. It's a pop up out into center field to Griffin. He makes the catch, throws it home. Rice. They throw him out at third. 17, Cooper had come halfway home based on that fly, and Thompson threw that, or Cade Griffin threw that down to Rice, who threw it back to third to Vogel and got Cooper. So Lincoln strands 2. We get another double play to end an inning. Involving a fly out and a rundown. One by Griffin and one by Cade Thomas. So Lincoln has stranded 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 4th, and 1 in the 1st. Minneapolis comes up leading 8-0, needs 2 runs to run rule this game in 5. Biggs continues pitching for Lincoln. A pitch count of 90 for Cooper Thompson here. Through 5 innings of work. 4 innings of work, excuse me. No, it's 5 innings. 5 innings of work so far for Thompson. Up for Minneapolis. 4th time through the order is Nolan White. He's had a hit. Has scored 2 runs. Has been on with a walk and had a ground out. His hit was a single.
Now batting to the lines, number 10, Nolan White.
As we move to the top of the 6th. Excuse me, the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-1, the pitch count here. He fouls that down the left field line. The count is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, high and outside. The 2-2 pitch. Pop up. Center fielder comes to it. Makes the grab. So Nolan White's out with his fly out here. He's got a fly out, a ground out, and a hit, and a walk. Caden Griffin is up for Minneapolis. He's had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, has scored 2 runs.
Number 1, Caden Griffin.
Third baseman stops it, but can't make the grab. Cade Griffin's on with his 3rd hit of the day. A single. 1 down here for Minneapolis. Spencer Davidson up. He's had 1 hit, a 2 RBIer, and has been on with a walk. And also a fly out for the day. Pickoff attempt at first is not quite there in time. Griffin, involved in a rundown, is safe. He was going for the steal. The Lincoln pitcher saw it, threw the ball to second, but they were not able to pick him off in a rundown attempt. So we continue with an 0-0 count here to Spencer Davidson. Caden Griffin on to first. High and outside, and there goes Griffin to second. And he's safe. Yeah, the throw was out there, but it was a little inside. And I think Griffin slid around it. So the 1-0 count to Davidson. Griffin's in scoring position. 2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch. High. Makes it 3-0 to Davidson. Griffin's at second. One out here. In the bottom of the fifth. Walked him. So Spencer Davidson on base for the third time today with one hit, his second walk. Biggs' his first walk of the day.
Batting for the Lions, number 14, Cooper Thompson.
Cooper Thompson just gets that by the shortstop. In the left, here comes the throw down at home, and he's safe. Caden Griffin. Spencer Davidson will stay at third, and a double for Cooper Thompson, starting pitcher, as he gets a hit, a double, and an RBI. Scoring is Caden Griffin, his third run of the day. Moves the score to 9-0 Lions.
Now batting for the Lions, number 12, Lucas Vogel.
So two runners on, both in scoring position. One run will win the game. Lucas Vogel up to bat. Ball one. He connects with that out into left field. Just over the left fielder. That will score Spencer Davidson the game-winning run. So a single for Lucas Vogel. An RBI. Scores Spencer Davidson for the 10th run of the game. And your Lions are victorious here in the 3A regional quarterfinals. And we'll move on to play the winner of Hoisington Central Plains versus Ellsworth Wednesday at 2 p.m. from Concordia. And you can catch that game here on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis channel. Dale Leach bringing you this game, brought to you by the Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers.
We would like to wish Miss Julie McCulloch a very happy birthday today.
And happy birthday to Julie McCulloch. Scoring runs from Minneapolis today, Kay Thomas, his home run. Nolan White with 2. Caden Griffin with 3. Spencer Davidson with 1. Lucas Vogel with 1. Daniel Watson with 1. Now I'm missing a run somewhere. Cade Thomas had an RBI. Caden Griffin had 2 RBIs. Spencer Davidson, 2 RBIs. Cooper Thompson, 2 RBIs. Lucas Vogel, 1. Daniel Watson, 1. Cooper Thompson went a complete game, 90 pitches in 5 innings. And Minneapolis wins 10-0 over Lincoln to get their 3rd win of the game of the season against the Lincoln Sylvan Grove Lucas Leopards. All right. I'm going to go for the play of the game. Going to be a tie here. And it's sponsored by the Davidson Agency with Lyle Davidson. We had 2 innings ended with scoring threats from Lincoln. One was at the end of the 3rd. Cade Thomas made an outfield catch, got the ball to 3rd for the double play. And also, Caden Griffin caught an out at center field and also got the ball to 3rd for a double play. So those are 2 exciting plays to end the innings for Lincoln, and that's going to tie for the play of the game for Minneapolis. And we're going to go with the player of the game, sponsored by the Citizen State Bank and Trust, for Caden Griffin, with 3 hits, 2 RBIs, has scored 3 runs. So, and congratulations to Caden Griffin here on a very successful day for Minneapolis, the junior center fielder. So that's going to bring the end of this game today here on on CityLinkTV.com. Minneapolis channel, and we will be back at 2 o'clock as the Lions will face in the semifinals, which is as far as Minneapolis has ever reached in the previous history of the program, at Concordia. It's a 2 o'clock game this Wednesday. With that, Dale Leach is going to sign off here on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis channel. Good day, folks, and thanks as always for having us in your home.